Ooh, this is a fancy box. You got a little bit of an idea right there. What it is. It's a fancy looking pen light. Now how to open that? Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's the pen. More on that in a bit, and a couple of random boxes here. That is going to be the charging cable. This is going to be, oh, there we go. Just a manual, and this is, looks like accessories. Okay, so here's just a few of the accessories they come with. So these are the pen tips here. Of course, the dog's going crazy in the background, but not much ink in these guys here, but I'm sure you can change them. Now, are they all the same color? That's black. That one there's black. And they are all the same color. And this is meant to be like a stylus for a tablet. A little bit smaller than my fat fingers. And this is meant to be like an inkless pen, they call it. Don't know if that's magnesium or what that's made out of, but pretty sure that's just meant to make it like a tactical pen. Okay. Well, this is an interesting gadget. It's a multifunctional pen. You can replace the different tips on it from a pen to a glass break, and also a stylus for a tablet, I guess. And this is the WUBEN. It's the Gecko model E61. This is a fairly new light. This company just reached out to me to take a look at it, do a review. Now, I have been collecting a few different pens recently, and this one's pretty interesting, that's for sure. It has some pretty interesting features. I'll try to get some of the specs on the side there so you guys can see it as I'm talking. So I'm just going to go over some of this stuff real quick. Okay, so the light itself actually pulls out of here. It turns 270 degrees all the way back. You guys can see that. I will do a beam shot test later. You can see if it focuses there. Okay, it's not going to focus right now, so let's try that. There we go. You guys can see USB recharge right there, which is standard. Battery wise, it has 120 milliamp hour battery, so it is a little bit of a smaller battery, but it is also a small and lightweight pen. Max output is 130 lumens, and it also has a red and a blue strobe, which I can see a lot of people getting in trouble with, but it is kind of neat. Okay, so the way this guy works here, you just pull it forward and it spins. Now it's on the glass break. It also comes with an inkless pen, a ballpoint pen, which is just on the other side here. It also comes with 4 refills, and it also comes with a heavy-duty glass break head. Now, some of these tips here were a little loose when I first got it. I actually lost this guy in the pocket, so those are plier marks that I used to tighten them up, so hopefully they don't move again. And as for the pen, it seems to be a pretty decent pen. Now, it's just a standard ball pen. I'm writing with my left hand. Seems to work pretty decent. And some of the features you can see right here, it looks like it's breathing. The way that's pulsating, that could be turned off with 3 clicks. Or maybe I just turned it. Oh, there we go. Just took a few seconds. And also turned on the light at the same time there. But the different modes here, you can see that is pretty bright for a pen light. And this is also a magnet here, so it could be stuck up to different things. And here's one more thing I thought I'd mention. I was kind of wondering what this was, but then within minutes, no, probably seconds, I realized, hey, wait a minute. It's magnetic. That is kind of cool because you could stick it up on your workpiece wherever you need it. Pull this out. And of course, I'm dropping stuff everywhere right now. Don't do what I'm doing. And then you can have a nice light wherever you need it. It's kind of neat. The magnet's a little bit weak, but it's strong enough to hold it, that's for sure. So again, just thought I'd show that. 4 clicks, you can lock it out. And also, turn it back on, double click, brings you to a pretty interesting strobe. It's a lot brighter than it's looking on the camera, that's for sure. Okay, 4 clicks. Oh, I have to do it probably with my other hand, but 4 clicks you can lock it out. I believe it's 4, maybe it's 5. But let's just get into some beam shots of this guy here. And again, it's actually very well made for what it is. That's for sure. Okay, and here's a little size comparison here with the old Pen 2. You guys can see it's pretty close to the same size. The old Pen 2 is definitely a lot heavier, but it's, you know, it's made out of copper, so it's a lot heavier of a material than aluminum. This guy is very lightweight. One thing I don't like about the old Pen 2 is the light on it only comes out on the side. Now this guy here, if you're ever in a spot that you need to write at night, you could technically tip it open and actually write and light up your workplace. For me, that is a little bit handy for work. It's not too often I'd need to do that, but again, that is kind of awesome. And one more thing I gotta mention is this thing actually came in a pretty awesome display gift box that I gotta remember to put in the video. That is for sure. I'm just gonna get a couple up close shots. Okay, so here's a few up close shots of her. Machining's very nice. I have been carrying this now for a few days, so I have it in my pocket, you could say, with a couple EDC knives, a couple other flashlights, so chances are it probably got scratched up a little bit. I actually don't see any scratches physically on it, which actually surprises me, but normally I carry it in my pocket with my old light Warrior Mini and old Cold Steel. Okay, so let's just give this guy a quick beam shot going into the dungeon. This is more of an indoor light, so I'm only going to use the test indoors. Let's give it a quick shot here. This is all I'm going to use it for, mostly here. Let's give it a quick shot. A little bit of a horde of a mess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes, like I said, dungeon. Just for up close stuff. And there we go. Let's try some different modes, maybe. Where's that switch? Okay. So that's going to be completely off. Oh, that wasn't off. That's going to be low, which you can barely see anything. That is strobe, which is kind of hard on the eyes. It's actually a lot brighter than the camera showing it up here. And that's where I'm going to end it. Again, that's just a quick little shot. Switch to the different modes here. Something up close. And there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to go across their website real quick. Seems like it's about 70 bucks US. I'll give you guys a Canadian price here too, 89 Canadian. That's at today's market value, of course. But going over it here, it actually is pretty interesting. So you guys can see you can choose different colors. They have them in blue, black, and seems to be silver here. And what I really like about this pen that other pens I have do not have, as in this Olight right here, is if you're trying to write down something, this light here does not light up your paper. This guy here, which I got plugged in charging temporary right here, you can actually tip it down and it'll actually light up exactly what you're writing. That is pretty cool. Let's just go down here a little bit more. You guys can read that. So runtime, okay, so it starts on 130 looms and it dies down to 40 looms. That's pretty good actually still. Beam distance 12 meters. Low mode. Impact resistant 1 meter. You guys go, there's the weight. It's funny how they say without battery, but I guess if you want to take it apart, you can remove the battery. Otherwise, it seems like it's pretty built in. So there's the different colors they're showing right there. Comes with the window breaker, which is very strong steel on the tip. That's actually what I currently have on it. The red and blue single lights, that's kind of interesting, but I can see a lot of people getting in trouble with the strobe. That's just a quick shot what they show inside. They don't show the battery here. But basically, you got the standard pen. the super strong bead here designed for breaking windows. Inkless pen, I haven't looked at that yet, but the stylus pen, I kind of wish they had a smaller tip on that, but I guess it really depends. Like, this isn't a very small tip right here, so it's still smaller than the finger. So there you guys go, if you guys want to see any more specs there. Comes with 5 inks in total for the pen, 4 separate and 1 installed inside it. Not sure how long it's going to take to charge, but it's been plugged in now for a good half an hour. I always like to charge them all before I use them. But this is the first review from anything from this company, and this is kind of what I chose because I'm always needing a light, you could say, when I'm writing stuff down, work related, and kind of wanted to give this guy a try. That's for sure. They do have some other interesting lights that I'll probably purchase, but this guy here was a freebie.